And I'm just like on the computer over here and I'm just like
just accepting it. All right, he obviously has an idea coming up. You know, it's almost like the end of the year, and sure, New Year's is coming, and of course, there's like those New Year's resolutions that people have. But I'm just happy that I'm here and I'm alive, and that I'm just still doing it, man. We're still doing it.
Still doing it.
We're still doing it.
Still doing it, man.
Yeah.
And more to come, honestly. More to come. I mean, we just got... The life is always evolving, so I don't think we should be afraid of that. We're going to run out of things to talk about. I mean, every day we get older.
Yes. Every day we get older. Things change.
You know, and I mean, I really appreciate you coming over, or I go over to your house and do this every week, and it's been really cool. I mean, like you said, like having talks with your friend is really important. I mean, it took us almost 50 talks to get into the kind of like where we're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I feel like we're at such a better place. Yeah, we're not perfect.
Yeah.
But like we're getting into a better place, and it doesn't take 2 or 3 talks to a friend a year. Like, look how many talks that we had to do to even reach this point of like understanding.
Just being open, and just, I think just having this podcast and just being able to talk to you at least once a week, it helps my other relationships too, because it's just like, if I can be that vulnerable with you and that open, like I can do that with any of my other friends too.
Yeah.
But it's a two-way conversation, right? Like it has to be open.
Well, sometimes you got to make the other person uncomfortable.
Yes.
You'd be like, hey, like you've been working at wherever you've been working, try to be so proper and fuck. But sometimes you gotta like, and you just gotta like, oh, they're uncomfortable, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, you guys all your relationships and your friendships are like another piece of you, to be honest. And you guys you make a whole, right? Sometimes you just gotta shake it up. I mean, I know Joseph does that to me all the time. Like he's like silly. He does like weird things, you know what I mean?
Challenges you,
Challenges me. Like the other day, like last night or whatever, he was in the shower, and like what he does is he records ideas in the shower because it relaxes him. And I was like working on some stuff, like art stuff on the computer, and I hear him, and Francis is like, yeah, and then Joseph, you hear Joseph, he's like, and then Francis is like, yeah. And I'm just like on the computer over here, and I'm just like,
just accepting it. All right, he obviously has an idea coming up.
It's just stuff like that just like takes you and be like, hey, you can be funny, you can express yourself, whatever, to get to your process of thinking or letting loose. Like, just fucking do it.
Yeah.
And he came over here and was like, did you hear me? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what'd you think of it? I'm like, you're just being you, hun. Like, you think a lot in the shower, so I mean, like, it's a vocal experiment. He's like, indeed it was.
Indeed it was. What a dork.
So like,
I love it.
Sometimes if your friend's not is like, more tight, like, it's your job to kind of like
loosen them up a little bit
and be like, fucking laugh at my joke, or at my story, just laugh. But like, are you human? Like,
yeah.
So, I mean, I appreciate that you let me feel uncomfortable. Let me make you feel uncomfortable.
I think both, like, uncomfortable, like, whatever, like, I don't know, it's nice. It's like, yeah, being uncomfortable. Some people are like, oh, I don't like being uncomfortable. But, like, being comfortable, like, it's like, oh, wait, at the end of the day, this is your friend, like, and it's like, they're expressing themselves. And, like, who am I to judge and be like, oh.
Exactly,
like, it's like, oh, like I'm the weird one. If anything, I'm being weird because I'm being the uncomfortable one. Like they're the one that's being loose in themselves and really in tune with themselves, and I'm the one that's like has these guards and bound, these walls and stuff like that.
I
I'm
have
like,
to act like a human being. You know what I mean?
yeah, like I gotta act proper. I don't know. Like it's just nice when you can just act silly and just curious and stuff like that.
Because it just like loosens. It's like the process of loosening yourself and like getting into that relaxation mode. Like I feel like when you can be silly, you're getting to like the core of yourself a bit too. Like I feel as though everyone's silly, no matter like how stern they are.
Yeah,
There's a silly side.
there's a
You
silly
just gotta
side.
tickle it.
Yeah.
Tickle it. Tickle it. Tickle it up.